Hello and welcome to Access Asia. I'm Yuka Royer, and these are our main stories. Australia has passed a law banning social media to under 16s. It's meant to protect young people's mental health, but has also sparked controversy. From China's top male dancer to the country's first transgender icon, we speak with Jin Xing, who is now travelling around the world with her own dancing troupe. And kanpai to Japan's sake makers. Their traditional brewing methods are due to be honoured with UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity status. We start in Australia, where in a world first, a law banning social media for everyone under the age of 16 has passed both chambers of Parliament. The ban is meant to protect children from online bullying and adverse effects on their mental health, but critics have argued it could potentially push teenagers towards the dark web.
Honourable Senators, there being 34 ayes and 19 noes. I think the ayes have it.
After a heated debate on the benches of the Senate, Australia has passed a law banning social media for children under the age of 16. Australia's left-leaning Prime Minister Anthony Albanese found success in Parliament after he won the support of the Conservative opposition.
We are setting a new community standard, making it clear that social media companies have a social responsibility, and sending a message to all those mums and dads who are worried about the impact that social media is having on their children's well-being, their mental health, their confidence and their sense of self.
The legislation would affect platforms including X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat and Reddit, but not YouTube. The law is expected to come into effect in November 2025. Platforms have a year to figure out how to implement the age limit, after which they'll be liable for fines for up to the equivalent of $33 million. Critics have warned that the proposed ban could be easily avoided by using a VPN. Knowing their children's resourcefulness, parents are unconvinced and their kids determined.
I think kids are pretty savvy too, and they'll probably be able to work out how to work around that.
Yeah, I'll find a way. And so will all my other friends.
The social media law is getting worldwide attention as countries like Norway and the United Kingdom have voiced their desire to follow in Australia's footsteps.
Some call her the Oprah Winfrey of China. Born a man and once crowned the country's best male dancer, Jin Xing has gone on to become China's first transgender icon and a star TV host. She raises her 3 children with her German husband and travels around the world as a choreographer for her own troupe, with a new performance in Paris scheduled for early next year. Her name means golden star or Venus, and she joins me on set to talk about her extraordinary journey. Great to have you on our show, Jin Xing.
My pleasure, Yuka. My pleasure, yes.
So you were born in the late 60s in northeastern China. Tell us a little bit about your childhood. Did you feel different from other boys around you from an early age?
That time I was born in a Chinese traditional military family. My father was a military officer. My mother was a Japanese interpreter. So when I was very young, I learned some Japanese, and also I'm from the Korean minority family. When I born as a little boy, I have no idea about art at all. I just want to have a deeply wish one day I can be standing on stage, no matter singing or dancing. And that time I deeply feel that I'm something different from other boys. I have my own. I wish I could be like my sister. So I carried that dream, that wish, and joined the military age of 9 years old. I was picked up by the government, put me in the military dance school, start my career as a dancer. And that time I have no idea who I want to be. I just want to be the best performer on stage. And after age 17, after I won the first dance prize as a male dancer in China, then after 1 year later, Chinese government sent me to United States to learning a modern dance. That time I was 19 years old. Then I started to discover myself. I want to be myself. It's like a 6 years old dream time. I want to be myself as a woman. And of course, that's a big, long journey. Then I was thinking over until 28 years old. I finally went to the operation in China, in Beijing.
So that experience in the United States, studying dancing, but also feeling more free.
Yes, completely opened another world, another window tell me how to be myself. Of course, you have to be responsible for yourself, then you're responsible for the society you're living in. And same time, I want to carry on my career as a dancer, no matter before a male dancer or not become a female dancer, but I want to create my own art form. Yeah.
Now, in 1995, you decided to have sex reassignment surgery in China. Now, back then, that was virtually unheard of, wasn't it?
Of course, that was a big taboo for the China, the social media, everything, because the first best male dancer become a best female dancer, and she brought back the modern dance to China. Before that, we have no modern dance at all. I was the first person left China into United States to learning a modern dance, then come back with a complete new dance form. That's a lot of things. So in that time also, I decided, I said, no, I can easily choose go back to America or choose live in Europe. But I said, no, I want to stay in China, developing my art form as a female dancer choreographer. Yeah.
And because it was virtually unheard of and it was very new, so one of the surgeries went wrong, didn't it, and left you partially paralyzed?
Oh yes, so some of a mistake doing the operation that they damaged my left legs, and the doctor gave the final code, so she cannot on stage anymore. She damaged her legs, she'll be handicapped. And that time I said, okay, maybe I asking for big gift, big favor from the life. I said I need to sacrifice more, and I work on very hard. After half years, I was with my Beijing modern dance company on stage. I was dancing myself. I think that moment, I know I got the present from the life, from boy to girl. Yeah.
So you mentioned big taboo earlier. Quite a large number of Asian countries still outlaw homosexuality. And while China decriminalized it back in 1997, its society is still quite conservative, isn't it? Have you or do you face discrimination?
I think I expecting that. The moment I out of the hospital, I was preparing all kind of discriminations or prejudice, everything. I prepare for that. I understand that because you are asking some special choice of a personal, individual choices. Of course, the society may be not ready yet. 2002, the country have released a new law. Before in China, before the 2002, if you're homosexual, they insist you go to the doctor to get treatment or put something, rest. But after 2002, our country changed. I think myself as a transgender, transsexual, dancing, acting on China stage, and later become a TV host, that's a big proof how the China is open to this issue. Yeah.
As a talk show host, you were known for your sharp tongue and for ignoring the typical fluff and customs on Chinese TV. But why do you think the audience accepted, embraced that, and made you China's first transgender celebrity?
I think that when I'm on the TV media, central media, I don't think they're thinking my gender, my transsexual issues. It's big things. It's my style. The way I talking to the public style, they never seen on Chinese television a person TV host very straightforward, open, straightforward. It's not in Chinese culture. We like to talking, around the question. But I'm not. I'm directly straightforward talking about the question. This kind of lifestyle, the talking style, I think get favored by people, and my talk show become very popular in China. Yeah.
But you've also faced some backlash, haven't you? Sometimes your shows were cancelled with no official reason given. And most recently, in October this year, in the province of Guangzhou.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more about that ban?
No, that's why I'm a person, I don't get it. Until today, even sitting in front of you, I don't get it. Why I was dancing, acting, performing on TV, on stage for 40 years in China. Why this year you cancel my performance? But I don't get the ideas. Only one reason I can find out because in beginning of this year, 2024, January, after one performance in Taiyuan, Hebei province, Taiyuan, when I'm taking a bow, thank you for the audience, and one young man bring up the rainbow flag on my stage. I try to comfort him. I said, okay, I got that. I talked to the young boy. I said, I understand you. I support you. Then I opened the flag on stage. I said, love is love, nothing with a gender. Then I put the flag on the side, continue taking a bow with an actor. Maybe this movement caused trouble for me. You should not, on this performing stage, open the rainbow flag. Just one accident, theater accident, and caused me. But these things happened in January this year. After that, I performed all over the country, have no issue at all. I don't get it. Why? October, I go to Guangzhou performance. Guangzhou city government blocked me, cannot let me on stage anymore. And that's why even today, I'm still questioning why. I don't get any reason, any response from the government. So not they just cancel, and other cities just followed.
Jin Xing, thank you so much for your time and coming to the studio, and I look forward to your show in February.
End of February, beginning of March, I have my new production dance performance will be performance in the Theatre Champs-Élysées.
Jin Xing, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
UNESCO is expected to include the Japanese sake-making tradition in its Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. Japan's traditional knowledge and skills for making distilled spirits, such as shochu and awamori, is also set to be included. Aurore Dupuis has more.
Hidden in the mountains in western Tokyo, far from the bustling city life. A 3-century-old brewery that makes Japan's traditional alcoholic beverage, sake.
You can easily drink sake with different food. It's hard to do that with beer. Sake goes with everything.
Sake holds a deep cultural significance in Japan. It's offered to gods and is sipped to purify and celebrate. The beverage can be traced in what's thought to be the world's oldest novel, The Tale of Genji, written in the 11th century. The Osawa Sake Brewery has been in business since 1702. It uses traditional brewing techniques with special iron tanks that convert starches to sugar. And if you think you can simply use tap water in the rice mixture, you're wrong. You have to go 140 meters deep to find a well cut into the bedrock with crisp, natural spring water. A heritage passed on from generation to generation.
I think it is a treasure that Japan should continue to nurture in the future. It's also worth promoting it to the world as a source of cultural diversity.
Although alcohol consumption in Japan is dropping, sake remains popular abroad, with $265 million worth exported every year.
The good thing about sake is it can be drunk cold, lukewarm, or even hot, so it's perfect on a cold winter day. Now, if you feel like having a sip of sake, remember you can also watch this and all our previous episodes on our YouTube channel or on France24.com, or listen to them on your favourite podcast platform. Until next time, cheers.